How's it going? Hello. I think that's the shortest walk I've seen. Hello. How you guys today? Good. Not bad, not bad. Hello. Not bad. So how's your walk?
Lovely.
Good, good.
It's a nice day.
It is.
What are you playing there?
It's a Cherokee love flute.
Oh, it's beautiful.
One of the best sounds in the world.
It's probably better, but it's pretty good.
Wow.
So you guys come here regularly or just found the place?
I come here regularly.
Okay.
Yeah, I spent about 6 hours here today.
Not bad. Did
Beautiful
you
day.
make it to both places, or which way did you guys come from?
Yeah, we went out to the lake this time where the dam is, but I also did the loop
Mm-hmm.
that cuts through that really beautiful cedar grove there that has the little bridge that comes back
Yeah.
over the bridge.
Did you do both bridges or just the one?
I've been across all three today.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't make it out. You know, there's a little bridge way out in the back of the park when you get past the bogs. There's 3 bogs that are back there, or 2 really, and then there's a pond, retention pond.
Yeah, I remember there's like a really a tall fall all the way back there too, I think. That's at a floodgate.
Yeah, the floodgate. Yes, there is. Yeah. Yeah, it's really beautiful back there. And then it's really more of a dirt road that goes on the whole perimeter of the park.
Yeah.
But that loop takes probably like, when you're really moving, it takes about 55 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a really nice hike. I love that. I do that one with my dog. She keeps me moving fast, yeah.
Anyone swimming in either spot?
I didn't swim today, but I got wet. I took my shoes off and went in. That was really nice.
Were there people out there swimming, or?
I saw some canoe. I saw a canoe earlier and 2 people kayaking. And actually, when we were just out there, we saw. Yeah, he got on it was a big, looked like a ice cream cone or something, and it was a raft. And he got in the creek, took his shirt off, and got in with his dog.
Did the dog pull him?
I don't know. He was just following along.
Yeah, they were headed down the creek. I thought, well, that's kind of brave.
Yes, it is.
Because it's so shallow, you know?
Yeah. I wonder if that's why to keep the dog with you, if he thinks he's getting the ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Float down the river with him.
Look at all these beautiful flutes that you have. Are they all?
These are the same.
Yeah.
These are tarkas from Bolivia.
Oh, beautiful.
And this is a penny whistle.
Oh, what a nice place to be playing.
Yeah. Sound carries well, and sometimes you get people to stop and say hi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
no, that's definitely.
That's the best part.
Especially like during the epidemic, you're like, damn, I'm not supposed to talk to no one for a year? What do you mean?
Exactly.
Wasn't that a nightmare? I'm glad we made it all through
Yes.
to the other side.
And
Well,
I'm
most of
hoping
us.
that, if before the pandemic we were avoiding friends and family, I hope once they told us, oh, you can't talk to no one for a year, now we go and talk to people more.
Yeah, I think so too. Oh, here comes the guy with his raft. Well, that was a quick trip. I think that a lot of people came to remembering how much we need each
Yeah.
other. I certainly did.
Good.
You know, I realized how much I need hugs and eye contact. You know, it's a beautiful thing to look
As you said,
somebody
you
in
took off the sunglasses and make eye contact.
Exactly, and it feels good because we've been wired for hundreds and thousands and maybe millions of years to recognize each other's faces and connect in that way.
My friend, I guess he didn't get held or touched much as a kid, and his kid had a tendency always to lean on me, and he started sitting on my lap.
Oh.
So within about the father looking at this for about a week, it finally dawned on him, and he started putting his kid on his lap. Because we do need that, and just
Yes, we do.
he didn't get it, so he didn't know to give it to until he's seen that he needed it from someone else if he didn't get it from him.
Yeah. Oh, how beautiful that he at least had that insight to recognize it.
Because
for his
the
own.
mom was a little bit probably standoffish too.
How was that float, man?
Huh?
How was that float?
Coffee?
She's nice.
You just hopped right in at the creek and found it.
Yeah, it's a little, it's from Five Below.
I know, but was it shallow?
It's pretty shallow,
Yeah.
but I mean, you can float the whole way.
That's
There's a
cool.
couple like logs you kind of have to slide over. But
Yeah. Well, it was a quick trip.
Jeez.
You were only
Did you get that
Yeah.
too?
just out there like 20
I saw it.
Oh.
She shook. I was like, oh, he just got
yeah,
black.
it's like a
She was pretty much dry by then. I think I got a couple drops.
And if you want to paddle, you can make it go pretty quick.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's getting a little green. There's a couple like I don't like my feet dragging up the weeds.
Yeah,
Don't you snorkel here?
No, play flute.
Oh, okay. There's another dude who snorkels here. It's, yeah.
I mean,
I
it
don't even
looks a
wanna talk
little
about
bit.
it.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like, and then he tells me what he sees. I'm like, don't tell me.
Oh, yeah, please.
Come on, Jackie. Let's go.
Wow.
Have a good one, guys.
See you later.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's such a good idea.
They do get a lot of people who just take the tubes and just float down.
Yeah.
Yeah, hop right in. Yeah, it's so smart. You park here, you walk 10 minutes, you hop in, you take a 25-minute float, and then
Somebody wants to bend in a giant unicorn once. I think they had one ride and they just left it in the parking lot.
Yeah.
that's funny. Yeah, I'm good with this.
Yep.
Well, it was lovely meeting you.
Same here.
Nice coming across.
Hopefully I
your
see you
route,
two
too.
back here again.
Yeah, yeah.
I heard
Me
that.
too.
I was like, I know exactly what that means.
Oh,
Heard it
it's
all the way
really
down there. I was
delightful. I
like,
can't wait to hear.
How far does that carry, actually?
I
Well,
heard
we
it
were-
down.
Yeah.
I picked up, I guess, that second house right down there.
Okay.
I heard
Right
it back
past.
there.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
I
then
didn't hear
again,
it
I
until
know
we
that
got a little
noise.
closer.
I'm very familiar with it.
So now we don't know
How
who
did
has
you
a better
learn?
hearing.
Yeah, totally. How did you learn?
It started off, I was looking at my friend's bookcase, and she had 10 Hermann Hesse books and a $1 flute on it. And I looked at the 10 books and the flute, and she said you can have them all.
Oh.
So you just have to learn just to cover the fingers right without them getting the wispy sound.
Yeah.
And it was easy to just go,
Yeah. Are you amplified?
yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, that's
cool.
great.
And then I just made something up, and then maybe 15 years later, I realized it's called shakuhachi.
Which is what?
It's a Japanese folk music.
Oh, nice.
It probably came out of something called No, which is before kabuki.
Okay.
So the premise was that someone's on the stage, they were playing the sounds to interact with the motions.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like if you ever seen a bad kung fu movie, the ninja jumps down and it goes,
Yeah, sure.
and that's why there's a lot of pauses.
Oh, yeah.
So that you would do, it's not just about playing the notes, it's about the quality of silence and how you come out of the silence.
Oh, beautiful.
So you're coming out of it a short piece of silence, a long piece of silence. You're coming in soft, or you're coming in shrieking.
Wow.
Oh,
Really
cool.
studied that well.
Well, I just stumbled upon it, and then I found out someone invented the wheel before I did.
Ah.
Shakuhachi.
Such comfort in that,
Yeah.
though, isn't there? Yeah.
And then it just mixed it up a little bit for Native American.
Yeah, I love the Native American
Yep.
flute. It's so beautiful. The dreaming
Mm.
that happens is really magic there.
And they cheats a little bit. I guess the pentatonic scale just makes people relax anyway.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. What was your name?
Chris.
Chris, I'm Kristen.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice
I'll
to
still
meet you.
forget it.
Yeah.
What
me
was it?
too.
Rich.
Rich, okay.
Yeah. Well, have a great day.
Yes, enjoy.
You too.
Beautiful.
It is. how's your day going?
Well, I'm gonna stop there.
I can say hi. I'll start up again.
Yeah. How you doing?
Not bad.
Enjoy your life.
Today is pretty good.
Yeah.
Is it a Korean instrument?
It's a Cherokee love flute.
It's all same kind? All different kind?
These are the same, and these are tarkas from Bolivia, and it's a penny whistle.
Oh.
Wow.
You guys play anything or?
No. Wish.
You sure? Just
Yeah.
for fun.
Yeah. Should have tried to get hands on Korean. It's similar one like that.
Mhm.
Different sounds.
Try
Very
it.
unique.
Is it
It has a hole. You blow like that.
on the
It's
side
basically
or,
the same
or
thing.
is it
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
In the side, right?
Is it? There's a
Different kind. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Is there
Yeah.
side and
It's basically the same thing.
Yeah,
Different
sometimes
sound. Yeah.
they just this has this fetish, and
Yeah.
then it's this little piece here, and then like this one is just like a police whistle,
Yeah.
yeah.
and then you got the one with the, and then you got even ones with little cuts, and you have to get just right on it too.
Good. Very good. Good
I
habit.
gotta look up I guess I'm always looking for different ones.
Yeah.
So I'll look up the
I think it's
Korean.
made out of the
Bamboo.
Yeah.
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 Like the Indians from India, they have like the bansuri that has this at the end of a bamboo flute.
Yeah. Very unique sound.
So the Korean one, is it bassier, or is there like a bit more overtone to it, or?
I'm not really sure. I'm not too
It
familiar
depends.
with that
One of
instrument.
them is very low tone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It depends.
Okay. I'll look at it because I'm always looking for new ones.
Yeah.
I got like 50 of them, and after buying 55, I finally got one in every key.
Yeah. Why not?
Musician.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was just the people who make them. They only like making 2 or 3 keys. They don't like making all of them.
Mhm.
Then how can you figure out?
Me, I cheat. I use
Yeah.
devices.
Internet's great.
Yeah.
Tell you everything.
There's like little guitar tuners you can, and if you
Yeah.
if you close all the holes,
Mhm.
it'll give you the root note, and then you can find out what key it is.
Yeah. You have to be a little bit talented.
A little bit.
Get it
These
out.
are little.
Music is always talent.
This is a little easier because it's just repetition and rhythm. As long as you learn to cover the holes right,
Mhm.
and then you just go up and down the scale,
Yeah.
and it's easy enough to get started. It's more like learning checkers versus learning chess.
Okay. Mhm.
Like if you play guitar, you got to realize, you got to put the fingers over here, get
Yeah.
the different chords. You have to these strings at the
Yeah.
bottom, where this is just blow and open a hole.
Yeah. I try to play guitar.
Takes a little bit.
Bought a small, similar, basic ones,
Hmm.
and give it to my daughter. And then she started playing guitar. She said, "This is no good," so she bought an electric guitar. I think she still play a little bit, but I
Okay.
gave up. Yeah.
Hey, but you planted the seed for her.
Yep, she did. She's good. She's really good at music.
Hmm.
Okay, she play almost anything hands-on.
So
Try to
do you
teach-
play clarinet too? Clarinet goes like this too.
Yeah, no, just the flute. I do some piano.
Oh.
But a piano, I mean, you can learn chords on it too, but you can just also do repetition and rhythm.
Yeah,
So it's like either you can play checkers or chess on piano.
that's it. Yeah, music is basically all the same thing. Once you get to figure it out, I guess.
Yeah, and it depends on how you play the piano, and definitely the flute. There's just less of a learning curve, and then maybe you even get to do more in the long run because it works backwards. Like if it's harder to learn at the beginning, but you might not get as much to do at the end. If it's easy to start, maybe it means you got a lot more technical stuff at the end.
Okay, it's good. Well, we'll try to learn something. We'll kind of figure it out what we gotta do.
Or just call over the daughter and let her play a song for you.
Yeah, she won't do that.
No.
But- so we'll try to figure out something.
So where's she living now?
She
Well,
lives in Boston.
No,
She does sound. She's the sound engineer,
Okay.
so she knows almost every instrument.
You should go to Berkeley.
No, she went to Emerson.
Where'd she go?
Emerson?
Emerson College.
Oh, okay. Emerson. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still
Is that in
Boston.
Boston? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
in Boston.
I lived up in Salem for 30 years.
Salem?
Yeah, it's a half hour north of Boston.
Oh, okay. All right, Salem.
So what are you
Okay.
doing here?
I grew up here, and I was getting ready to travel and see where I want to build a house, and then the virus showed up. So I said, "Hi, Mom and Dad."
Okay.
The community up there, Boston and North, it's the cost of living got so high
Yeah.
that
yeah.
nobody has time for each other no more.
And even here too.
Yeah, same thing. It seems like
Yeah.
here. It's just like, why are we going to spend all that money and time just to have a place to live when you're not going to actually enjoy the people or the things around it?
That's right. Yeah.
So I wanted to travel to find
Yeah.
a community that still had time for each other.
Yeah.
And Boston, just that area, just was
Boston
not.
is too crazy.
Yeah,
Too liberal, too crazy.
And too cold and too hot.
Yeah.
Even New Jersey is the same.
yeah. It also the 8-month, 9-month winters. It's not even like it snows much anymore, but you get that cookie cutter cloud,
Yeah.
that
Cold.
cookie sheet cloud that just
Yeah.
stays there for weeks.
Yeah. I wish my daughter got out of there. She was there about 6, 5, 7 years. I'm not sure. She's been there a long time.
Mhm.
More than 10 years.
Right
I
after
think.
graduate college, she's just stuck there.
So where is she thinking about going now?
She doesn't know.
Yeah.
She like to go to Colorado, Denver.
A
Colorado.
lot of people from Massachusetts end up toward Colorado.
Mhm.
Just tell her to avoid Durango. I tried that once.
Mhm.
They're not open to new people. If you do get someone to talk to you, they won't talk to you or recognize you the second time.
Yeah.
So maybe it's better toward Denver if she tries it.
Yeah. Some places very stubborn.
Yeah.
Not good.
But yeah, a lot of people in Massachusetts, they ended up, but they usually come back to Massachusetts.
All right. Let's keep going.
So sound engineer, one last question. Now, is she recording people or is she at a venue doing it?
Live
Live
band.
venue.
Live
Yeah,
music.
music. She does all control the
So
music.
she does a particular venue in Boston, or she travels? Like she at the House of Blues or
She
the
works
Wang?
one
Or?
of the restaurant called the
Burren.
Burren.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's a nice place.
Yeah, she booked all the entertainers coming in, play music. That's what she does.
Okay.
And then I think summertime she did not the last year before.
Hmm.
She
Before
used to
Corona.
travel with the Irish band.
Okay.
The people from actual island,
Yeah.
they come in. They used my daughter one time. They liked it, so I said, "Why don't you travel as if you do a sound engineering?"
So
thing?"
cross country
Yeah, we pay.
from the Boston to.
And while she was at New Mexico, this coronavirus all nonsense started, and they canceled the show completely. Now I think they're gonna start it again this year.
Yeah, October. They're gonna start it.
And what's your names again? So maybe if I show up at the Burren and go, I know your parents,
Yeah, Joyce.
Joyce and.
Yeah, she's the only one that does sound
Okay.
design.
Yeah.
But what's your name so I can say I knew you guys?
John
John.
John
and
and
Hannah.
Hannah.
And Hannah. Okay.
Yeah, she's the only Korean that does a little, do the music.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But it's a nice room. They would do the Irish sessions up front,
Yeah, yeah.
and then they would have the different bands in
Yeah.
the back.
Yeah. Now they do playing outside.
Okay.
Yeah, in the back parking lot.
I never got to the back. Okay.
Yeah, that they just opened up this year
Hmm.
because the nonsense about indoor stuff.
The
so-
corona's changed everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all nonsense. It's all politics.
You still go back in to Boston?
Yeah, I'm going back Saturday. I'm going to go to Wells, Maine, and then go back to Salem for a little bit.
Yeah, that's good. She does in a weekend thing.
Okay. Now, the Burns having shows again? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They have shows.
Maybe I'll show. Well, this trip, maybe I'll go see who's playing.
Okay.
Have you guys ever got to the Somerville Theater?
Somerville Theater.
Yeah, it's almost
Oh.
across the street.
Oh.
It's an old theater, but it's a little tight. Like you actually have to like this with your feet. But they would have world music, or the one band was like LA Orchestra. They would do live soundtracks to the old black and white silent films.
Okay.
Very eclectic stuff they would have, but it's a really nice theater,
Yeah.
and it's pretty much across the street.
Yeah. Okay. Next time when we go, yeah.
You might even hear a Korean flute player there.
Yeah, Korean food is not that great over there.
But the Somerville Theater, they would probably find someone who plays and hire them.
Okay.
Because they have been doing world music for a long time.
I'll ask Joyce. She knows about it. She knows everything about Boston.
Mm.
Matter of fact, she lives in Somerville.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's thinking about moving because
Because
it's getting too expensive.
yeah. I see some of my best friends I've known for 30 years. If I'm lucky, twice a year now. And we never had any falling out, but no one has time for each other no
I
more.
know. They're all busy.
Yeah.
They're all busy.
So you live live in New Jersey now?
Yeah, I've only been here since November 2019, but I grew up here and left in 91.
All right.
Yeah, I just didn't want to be up there 10 more years complaining about people not having time for each other anymore.
Yeah, and Jersey, the same thing. Very stubborn. People are very mean here too. Jersey is getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody wants to bother.
I mean, I met a bunch of people and I got some phone numbers while I've been playing, but probably only got 2 or 3 of them out to do anything.
Yeah.
So it seems like people here are just as busy.
Yeah. It's getting there.
And I was just listening to something on NPR where it was saying that some companies are actually giving you incentives to take your vacation time.
Yeah.
People just feel bad taking vacations.
No.
And they don't take days off, they just work.
Oh, terrible.
Because the housing is so expensive, you gotta work.
Yeah. And then you start feeling guilty if everyone else at their work is not taking days off, and you feel bad taking them.
Yeah.
So you don't work?
I work for myself. I have a small publishing company and a tour company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as long as the money's coming, why not?
Yeah.
That's the way to go.
You guys enjoy.
All right.
I think I took enough of your time so far.
It's okay. We're just usually coming every day to the walk. Yeah. Try to stay healthy.
Yeah.
When you get older, it's true. You gotta do that.
Yeah, before the sun sets, I'll go to the gym and then go kayaking and then I'll go home.
Good for you. Sounds like a very good life, man.
Enjoy it.
Okay, you enjoy it, right?
Have fun. Hello.
You play amazing music.
Oh, thank you. So is that like a lunch for 2?
I'm throwing it out.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm hanging it up to girl.
Can I record you a little?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll use my phone and.
No problem.
Okay, awesome. It's just so beautiful sounding, and I want to capture it.
Yeah, I get something in my eye.
These are so beautiful.
Why, hello? I don't see your boyfriend. I'm actually at the entrance of the
Beautiful.
well, you're fucked, baby.
I love it. Thank you. I got lost in dreamland.
That's all right.
Oh, so beautiful.
So what's the fun for the rest of the day?
I'm all done now. I got a couple hours to myself before my children come back from their dads. Yeah, not sure where that'll take me, but Somewhere outside usually. Maybe just to my own yard.
Was that a first date to be earlier?
Oh no, I'm a mental health counselor, and I specialize in ecotherapy, and so I offer my clients the opportunity to do their own personal work, hiking, and in the summertime I tend to get out of the woods because of the ticks and onto the water, so I do a lot of stand-up paddleboarding and also some sailing and whatever I can to swimming, whatever. It's sort of like a non-traditional mental health counseling.
I used to do some life coaching years ago, but yeah, I used to just tell them to go meet me in the garden.
Yeah, it's really powerful. I'm doing lots of research right now, and a lot of my clients from my practice are participating because we're trying to add to the empirical data that says that people get better faster when they have a mental health challenge and they get outside.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the data is already there. We know that within 5 minutes you have an improvement in your blood pressure, your heart rate variability, even the temperature of your skin, like your whole nervous system sort of downshifts into not a stress response.
You ever heard of Kirkbride?
Is
You
it?
know the guy, 1800s, I don't know, 1840s or something like that. He designed a bunch of mental institutions around the country.
Oh yeah, sure, with the...
It was called the Kirkbride Plan.
Oh yeah, and they did like gardening,
Yeah.
and it was all outdoor based. Yeah, that was really like a replicated model across the country.
He
Really brilliant.
he also made all the wings kind of stacked like this,
Yeah.
so that every room got sunshine.
Brilliant. I didn't know that part.
Yeah, so he wanted them to feel productive. He wanted them to go
Yeah.
outside, get the sunshine.
Sure. Yeah, and they really participated in tending their own gardens and participating in keeping the grounds and the buildings and stuff like that. And that's what people do. They need to do when they're struggling with mental health. I encourage all my clients to take 3 for the C so that they get invested in keeping the places that they go and visit regularly clean. Just take 3 pieces of litter, and I model it when I'm out with them. And when someone can buy into a place, right? And this is all Native American, really, their whole way, which white people have just lost their way from. But, when you are bought into this place and you understand that you're not separate from nature, but you're nature too, and you participate in that design.
Or if you get to the other side, is that we're all God and God is us.
Yeah, well, same idea, right? And I believe that really firmly, but people have really lost touch with that. And everyone's talking about like, oh, connect with nature, and I'm just like, ugh, we are nature. Come on.
Well, how many people are not connected to themselves?
Yeah,
And
most.
that's probably why they kind of said it.
Yeah, most. And everyone's this mental health. This pandemic really brought a lot of mental health to the surface for people who didn't have it before. So it's busier than ever, but it's been a very stressful year.
It's one of the fields that you hope to put yourself out of business one day.
Yeah, and I like this model because I like to get people figure out like, oh, I could do this for myself and I don't have to pay somebody to do it with me. And once they understand that nature is a resource abundant and at their fingertips, then they move on more quickly. And that's what I want. There's so many people who want help, I can't get to them all.
There was something even 15 years I was listening to. A guy wrote a book and he was talking about borderline personality things or schizophrenic breaks.
Oh, yeah.
And he said the rest of the world, without medication, they have ways to get people out of it, and they only have it once.
Yeah.
And then we pharmaceuticalize the hell out of everyone here, and they have it for life.
Yeah, that's the truth. People have breaks. I had one. Just fine.
Did you ever watch Night Court? There was
you mean Night Court, like 1990s Night Court? Yeah.
And they had, was it John Aston, the guy from Addams Family, who was the judge's father?
Okay.
He got out of a mental asylum, and he always mentions it, and then he looks at you and goes, but I feel much better now.
Exactly. Well, that's it. And you could stay better, and that's really the truth. We have lost our way in a lot of ways here, but I'm bringing it back, trying to, in my little practice. And actually, it's really caught fire. So I have the first practice of its kind on the Eastern Seaboard. and I graduated from Monmouth University and got licensed, and took a little while practicing with other people, but doing it my own way before I was ready to jump over. And once I jumped into private practice, then it really took hold. I mean, I'm like, literally, I saw 8 people today, and 7 of those hours were outside. So it's beautiful for me. I love it, and it is for them too. And now it's like caught fire. So a new professor came into Monmouth University maybe like 8 years ago with an interest in ecotherapy from an academic perspective. So she started looking around, her graduate assistant did, and found my practice, and she was like, oh my God, this is a real thing. You exist here. Oh my God.
And you were from the same school?
Yeah. So we started collaborating, and now Monmouth has an ecotherapy specialization in their clinical mental health counseling program. And we're doing research, and she's doing research on my practice. And
Was there a particular psychiatrist who started the idea that like made a school, or?
Well, no, it was, we've really been using wilderness therapy, like in more extreme kinds of ways, where they're taking kids into the woods for 30 days.
Oh, my friend did that years ago.
Yeah, like Outward Bound was a program.
Well,
But I've just translated it into an everyday practice where you're seeing a person once a week, but you're just doing it in an outdoor setting.
he was an extreme version of it, because him and his friend would do, like, they were in their 50s.
Yeah.
And they want to go across the field and put a bulletproof vest on. And the other one both of them have 22s.
And they would shoot at each other?
Well, he wanted to know if the vest worked, so he shot the other one. And he went down on the ground. He's like, "Can I just kill him?" So he goes up to go check a pulse, and the other one just takes his, bats him over the head. Another day, the one who got shot had a Spanish riot gear helmet on, and the other one wanted to know if the helmet worked. So he had a hammer and hit him in the... Okay, so the one with the hammer and who shot the other one, he was the guy that if you were in juvie and you had to go to the special school, he was the teacher who was taking you on to those trips.
Yeah.
You know, like, well, go as far as you want on the cliff.
Yeah.
Just make sure the rocks don't drop you.
Yeah, totally. There's a program here in New Jersey called, what was it? They hired me for a short time. And they would take kids on a caravan with horses for a month at the end of but they were kids who were like legally involved with mental health issues. And the first 3 days of training was all about self-defense. And I was like, oh, fuck no. I got hurt once working in a hospital, and I wasn't willing to do that. Not once I was done paying my dues, you know, and it just felt like too dangerous. They gave me my files one day, and it was like incident report after incident report, and it was a lot of staff assaults, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. But I liked the model and the idea. They were using the medicine wheel, and they were bringing in these Native American ideas and principles and practices, but it was a population that just felt too risky. Interesting. Well, thanks for playing, and thanks for being here today.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, it was a real pleasure. I hope you have a nice day.
Who knows? If I give you my card, maybe we could take a walk one day.
Oh, sure, I'd love to.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you play, like, with any groups, or?
Oh, just over time, just random people.
Yeah, that's awesome. Salem House Press. Are you
Writer, publisher, and
cool.
herder of cats.
That's cool. I just signed up for this, it's called Write Your Heart Out.
Okay.
And it's a month-long intensive program with Elephant Journal, which is Waylon Lewis. He's like a Buddhist. It's kind of Buddhist based, but it's it's like kind of a summer intensive on writing. I'm really excited. I just got started with it.
Is this something new or something you've been doing all your life? Or?
Well, so I wrote for my friend's book, Nature is Nurture. She wrote, she's like jokes that like 30% of my book is about you, which is really sweet. I wrote a chapter for that, and I'd love to write, but I've always just done it like kind of therapeutically and not ever like really formally. But
if you're willing to promote the book, we always put things out.
Oh, cool. Yeah, good to know. I'd like to get my own written, but I experienced a horrific tragedy.
I mean,
this
your own
year.
book. If you're willing to promote your book,
Oh,
then
yeah.
we'll help you to.
Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, I think I'll write. I need to write now. I feel like I have to find some way to discharge this experience I'm having. My neighbor across the street committed suicide in November by shooting himself in the head, and I was like a first responder to that. And I have horrible PTSD actually, and a lot of other things like this heavy grief that I'm shouldering with it, and kind of watching my community flail, this little beautiful neighborhood that I live in where we just are broken and fragmented and trying really hard to show up for each other, but all kind of hurting from it. And the people in my life who don't live on my block are so, it's just so heavy. And so people have been like, hey, why are we talking about that again? And I'm like, talking about it. I fucking smell it when I close my eyes. Like, yeah, I'm talking about it. It's a really big deal. I need to this. And that is just so like, ugh. And I have so much to say about it. So I know that I need to write about it.
What about doing a lot more studies at different places with hallucinogens for PTSD?
Oh yeah. I know. I thought about trying the psilocybin. This like little microdosing. Yeah. I don't feel stable enough in my spirit to do it yet, but I'm interested in it, and
let me see that.
And I've done some EMDR, but I've done EMDR in the past over other trauma, but I feel like I could benefit from EMDR. Maybe. I'm sure I could because it's really helpful in processing trauma.
So I'm trying to think. There's Alex Friedman. He has if you go through his catalog of the podcast, there's different people talking about it. And Tim Ferriss has different people who come on. And Sean Carroll has had people on his show talking about it too.
Yeah, I'll have to check into that. It's funny that you say it because you're the second person in like 2 weeks.
Synchronicity is usually a good sign.
I know it is. Someone else was like, hey, there's a place out in Trenton. It's right across from the courthouse, and you can get anything you need. They've got mushrooms are legal in New Jersey, and I was like, yeah, I kind of knew that.
Yeah, but maybe it's something different if there's someone who's guiding you with that purpose. And
I think I would need that because it is such a vulnerable thing to navigate the suicide part of it. Yeah, I've never been that close to a suicide. I've had suicidal patients, and I've worked with it from a clinical perspective, but to have somebody I loved and cared about so deeply just check out like that. So
it was a close neighbor then, just not a...
Yeah, like good friend. We had been across from each other for 7 years. I've been there almost 20, but really good friend, really...
Does that rubber band thing help at all for that?
I don't know.
You ever heard of that?
Yeah. I mean, I've heard of it for like changing a habit or something.
Getting a negative thought out of the head.
Yeah.
Or the color there, the color idea.
Yeah.
Like if you start having the idea, you like red, and like, okay, there's a red headlight. There's another red headlight.
Mindfulness. I've done a lot of that. I do like a lot of grounding work and stuff like that, but there's so much that I need it. And I'm verbally articulate, so I feel like I need to say what I'm seeing and what the experience of it is. Not that I need to process what I saw necessarily, but what the unfolding of this process is like for me, because...
And then you have to be I know a lot of the borderline people, they get trapped in that, them telling that story becomes their identity.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And then they have a hard time learning, when are they going the same trial emptying and not really moving on. They got used to that.
Yeah, I got a couple of those in my practice. I try to stay away from the borderline. It's too much. But
yeah,
I don't really
that's the majority of them. And I used to have Eat at Joe's sign above my head. And I would have to find other kind of healers in the room and
Yeah.
try to put them in front of me so they find him and I could try to.
Totally. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, it's quite a journey, this walk. It really is. It's really a pleasure meeting you. I'll be in touch.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, take care.
Enjoy. I can see who's the boss. your walk doing?
I'm sorry?
How was the walk?
Good.
Good.
Walk is always good. Beautiful plane.
Oh, thank you. you guys doing?
Very nice.
Oh, thank you. Hello. Thank you. So how was the walk?
Always great.
Good,
Yeah, we
good.
love coming here.
It is a nice place.
Yeah. It sounds like the South American.
That one's South American.
Okay.
Cherokee Love Flute.
Okay. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
I heard it when we were coming up. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's something different.
Yeah, it sounds great. Thank you.
You guys enjoy. guy's trunk's still open. The trunk's still open. No problem.